Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Good, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Now Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson now. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! 180! 180, sit on! Sit on!
A first down carry for Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bolden on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Barkley inside handoff. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion comes the tight end left. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 10-yard gain. 63.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kicker on.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
DC, ready?
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, alert, push.
Throwing is Jackson. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 43 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lamar changing the look. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. 4th down, here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Again, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit up. 180, sit up. 180. Sit up. Sit up.
Play action. Now Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Jackson throwing once more. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
28. Bengals nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts has his man. It's Shakir. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll throw now on the final play. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Jackson, options out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson now. That's caught. It's Flowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and goal.
Forward. 180. 180. Set up.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Bengals nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Great. Set.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Palmer.
Complete to Josh Palmer. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
from the 38 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mike Green has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
180.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Second and 9. Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jack Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Waters. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
180. Sit hot. 180. What a shot.
They go play action with Jackson. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This will go to Henry out wide. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. On the option right is Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Shakir hauls it in. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well,
their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as